Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 885. This chapter right here was actually pretty nice, not too bad. The only sad thing is that the end of this chapter, it looks like to me One Piece will be on break, which is okay. I kind of had a little small complaint, but I go like, I'd rather have the author be in good health condition than him being in a hospital that one time, from what I heard, etc. So the chapter is called "It's Brûlé." I'm like, what the hell? Are you serious? Speaking of which, let's just get this started. The cover page was actually pretty cool. Talks about where the heck the other Straw Hat Grand Fleet members are at, apparently for the time being, and we get to see some nice other pictures, which actually comes out pretty slick. Not too bad. Aside from that, we have to it that the chapter opens up with Luffy taking on Katakuri and tries to hit him with his Kong gun, but apparently that doesn't work, and Katakuri counters him by using his donuts move and hits him hard with the strength mochi. And of course, Katakuri told Luffy, I'm pretty sure you must realize by now that the fact is that as long as I'm calm, I'm invincible. You get it, right? And Luffy says, oh yeah? Well, you're just going to slip up again. I just know it. You're an enemy that can be defeated. And then Katakuri's like, well, you're the one that's going to run out of energy beforehand. And then freaking Luffy's like, ah, crud. Thanks for telling me my time limit. I got to get the hell out of here. Of course, Katakuri goes like, oh, you have a pile up time limit, huh? Well, I ain't going to let you freaking let that slide, you little crack-a-lack. And we have to it that Luffy runs out of gas, apparently, and he has to last about 10 minutes at most in order to face Katakuri, because without his haki, he won't be able to stand a chance against him. And Katakuri in disappointment goes like, I can't believe you let this end already. This is pretty disappointing. And we have to it that Luffy sees Brûlé, and Brûlé's like, ah, crud, what's going on here? And then Luffy just uses her as an escape route, and then Brûlé says, help me, brother! And then freaking Katakuri's like, you freaking idiot! Why are you just standing there, sitting there? And then by the time he freaking tries to stretch after freaking Brûlé with his mochi arm, but it was already too late. He goes like, frick! Brûlé! And then Luffy just thanks Branch, but it was actually Brûlé. And by that time, surprisingly, Luffy took the mirror out into Nuts Island, which is apparently I think one of them is actually the minister of Nuts Island, I believe, which is I forgot that woman's name, but I don't care. It looks like to me one of them's trying to tell him, stop, this is my town. And then freaking Imperil's like, wait, mama, this is Nuts Island, there's no cake here, there's not even any straw hats here, but mama does not listen anyway. But we have to it that Peril is right there, and he realizes that Luffy is with Brûlé. He goes like, oh, there you are. And then they go like, oh, it's Straw Hat Pirate Luffy. And then freaking Peril says, look, over there, it's Straw Hat, go after him. And we have to it that Luffy's like, hey, why are we here? Why is Big Mom here? And wasn't he chasing out the Sunny a while ago? And then Luffy's like, okay, time to run. He takes Brûlé with him, and she goes like, help me, I'm being kidnapped. And then freaking Peril, unhand my sister, you filth. And he ends up using his freaking candy wall to surround him. But apparently he tried using Gear Third to break the candy, but it doesn't work. We had to that Luffy almost got sliced, but apparently he managed to dodge right in the nick of time right now. And we see to it that that Luffy's like, oh man, I gotta get the hell out of here. I need a freaking mirror. And then we have to it that Mama or Peril says, no, I think Mama says, give me that cake. And then freaking Luffy's like, where the hell is Nami and the others? I hope they managed to make it out okay. And we see to it that Nami and the others are okay. It seems very quiet for the time being, but looks like to me we're going to have to split up until hell freezes over for the time being. We have to it that Monteater, one of Mama's children, says makes an attention to all battleships and surround the harbor and attack the Straw Hat Pirate ships. Because all the freaking damage and chaos they've done, they're about to cause some major trouble. Not to mention, they mentioned that the fire tank Pirates is behind all this. Also, the mermaid that certainly disappeared is also because of the sun pirates. If you find any of these offenders, take them down without any remorse and knock them out. Of course, Montier also realizes that that all the sea slugs are missing as well because of of one person who could do such a thing. But aside from that, we have to it that, like a Montier says, send them all to the depths, you hear me? Etc. And we see to it that going back into the scene with whatchamacallit, the cooking bakery with this on Choco Island, apparently the sweets factory, we have to it that one of the chefs actually got knocked out because of the deliciousness that he tried on Sanji's freaking whipped cream apparently. So it looks like Sanji finished his recipe right here of the whipped cream that will be able to let me see here. How am I supposed to say it? Cause maybe anyone to go into ecstasy. Of course, one of the chefs that tried one of the whipped cream that Sanji made, he literally just fainted out and went to heaven or something. So they both realized that imagine this on the cake and etc. But apparently someone says, hey, don't imagine it, you'll die. So it looks like to me Sanji's whipped cream that he made is enough to really send one chef to heaven. So, well, he's not really dead, but it's to a point where he's really in great ecstasy that he couldn't help it. But aside from that, we had to it that that Chiffon just finished her making the cake, etc. And we have to it that Pudding, on the other hand, is about to get the lid going. And we had to it that Sanji says, oh, it's just before 6:05, we're on schedule. And we have to it, is the ship ready? And he said, yeah, it is. And they say they'll have the cake ready on board and have the Sunny meet it on its way. And therefore Sanji says it's time to go defeat the freaking woman who made our friends suffer. Down with Big Mom. So here's what happened in the chapter, okay? We had to that Luffy tried going against Katakuri, of course, but could not last too long against him because his Gear 4th was out of gas. He managed to get Brule to help him out and escape, and Katakuri gets really ticked off right now, but he's trying to help Brule. Katakuri tries to help Brule from getting kidnapped by Straw Hat, but it was already too late. But aside from that, Luffy ends up being on Nuts Island and gets chased by Big Mom, Perils, and whatever that woman's name is that has a sword whatsoever. But apparently we have to it that Luffy, on the other hand, is literally on the run from Perils and Big Mom right now, as Perils trying to save Brule from Luffy being Perils trying to save Brule from being kidnapped by Luffy, but it's already happening. And we have to it that Nami, on the other hand, and the others are being okay for the time being. And as for the other ships, they're already trying to surround the trying to sail out right now to find the Straw Hat Pirates and the Fire Tank Pirates because of what they did. And right now, even the sea slugs are out of their reach, and they know that the some pirates is possibly behind the sea slug's disappearance. Aside from that, Sanji just completed his Sim whipped cream or something that he's made, and gets ready to put it on the cake and feed it to Big Mom to a point where she's gonna faint. So looks like to me Sanji's about to reveal his powerful recipe of the cake. Not to mention he's going to he's already starting to start the baking. He's already saying that already on time since it's just before 6:05. So let's see what this thing is capable of. Sanji sent one chef to ecstasy. He just said it's so delicious that it could die. So let's see what this thing can do now. I'm pretty sure his cooking is much better than freaking that old Strusen chef or something. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm out for Zoro, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright? Peace out. Bye bye. Toodaloo!